Have you ever been in one of those meetings, trying to describe the perfect person for a job, and you kind of struggle to find just the right words? Well, today, we're going to break down exactly how to talk about a job candidate like a total pro. We'll focus on what to say and, just as importantly, how to say it perfectly. Let's jump right in.
Okay, so let's start with a situation you've probably been in before. Imagine this is your task. Your team needs a new graphic designer, and you have to sort through the candidates to find the absolute best fit. So, what are you looking for? What are the skills and qualities that really, truly matter? That's the challenge we're going to tackle together right now.
All right, first things first. If we want to talk about a candidate effectively, we have to get our vocabulary straight. We're really talking about two fundamentally different things here. It's all about the crucial distinction between what a person can do and who a person is. Let's break that down.
So this slide kind of splits the idea of a great candidate into two really clear categories. Over on the left, we've got technical skills. Think of these as the tools in their toolbox, the concrete, teachable stuff. Then on the right, we have professional qualities. This is all about their personality and how they work. It's the core of who they are as a professional.
So for our graphic designer role, the technical skills are pretty clear-cut, right? We're talking about specific things you can actually measure, like can they use Adobe Photoshop like an expert? Do they really get UX/UI design? Are they amazing at typography or illustration? You can actually give them a test for these.
But here's the thing, just having the skills isn't the whole story. This is the other half of the puzzle. Is this designer naturally creative? Are they super detail-oriented? Do they work well with others? Are they collaborative? And maybe most importantly, are they a good communicator? These qualities are what determine how they're going to use all those skills.
Okay, so we know what to talk about. Now let's get into how to talk about it, so you sound precise. This is where a tiny bit of grammar makes a massive difference in how professional and fluent you sound. We're diving into those teeny, tiny, but super powerful words, a, and the.
First up, let's talk about the indefinite articles, a and an. The rule here is actually pretty simple. You use them when you're talking about a person or a thing in a general sense, not a specific one. It's your go-to whenever you're introducing an idea for the very first time in a conversation.
For example, just look at this sentence. We need to hire a new designer. Now, are we talking about a specific person, like Maria or David? No, not at all. We're talking about the general idea of a designer. We need one. Anyone who can fit the role, and that's exactly why we use a.
Now let's compare that with the, which we call the definite article. You use the when everyone in the conversation knows exactly which person or thing you're referring to. The noun becomes specific. It becomes, well, defined. There's only one of them that you could be talking about.
And this example shows that shift perfectly. Maria is the candidate with the best portfolio. See? We're not talking about just any old candidate anymore. We're talking specifically about Maria. She is the one, the single unique candidate with that awesome portfolio. Using the here signals that we're all on the same page.
All right, we've got our concepts, skills versus qualities, and we've got our grammar tools, a, and the. So now let's put it all together and see how this actually sounds in a real professional conversation. This is where it's all going to click into place.
So, imagine you're the one starting the hiring discussion. You might say something just like this. Notice you're using a designer. You're just introducing the general need for the role. You haven't singled anyone out yet, you're just defining the type of person you need. Then your colleague chimes in, and right away they shift from being general to being super specific. Maria is the candidate. See that switch? Now we're focused on just one person. Then they introduce one of her great qualities. She has an impressive eye for detail. We use an here because impressive starts with a vowel sound, and we're introducing this one specific quality for the first time. And to really close the deal, you build on that point. You introduce another trait with she has a great professional quality. See, we use a again for a new point. Then you deliver that final, powerful recommendation. She is the perfect person for the team. Not just a perfect person, but the one, the specific, the ideal choice. So what's the bottom line in all of this? Well, it's that mastering these tiny little details makes a huge difference. When you can separate skills from qualities and you use your articles the right way, you just sound more precise, more fluent, and honestly way more persuasive. Let's just boil all this down to 3 simple steps you can start using right away. 1. Make a clear distinction between skills, that's what they do, and qualities, that's who they are. 2. Use a or an for general statements and when you're introducing something. And 3. Use the when you're talking about specific people or things. And that's the core of it, right there.
And to leave you with one last thought, let's make this personal. What is the single most important skill that you need for your dream job? And what is a professional quality that would make you absolutely perfect for it? Applying this framework to yourself is for sure the best way to make it all stick. Thanks for tuning in.